Yeah, I feel today what's on my mind most, or what I want to share, it's US life as a Ghanaian who would be a year old come July 23rd. So, first, what I feel is interesting is the cost, the cost of everything here. I feel for whatever reason, I feel most of items in the US is overpriced. Uh, in a sense where I would compare it to the housing, the housing or real estate market in Ghana, or sales of cars in Ghana, typically on Gigi and the other websites where people go to search, look for cars and buy, you know. Um, and so uh, people who do know me very well would be a little surprised, I believe, because of the color of my hair, you know. This is actually my first time dyeing my hair, a different color other than black. But my reason, my reason for dyeing my hair is the cost of getting a haircut in the US. You know, someone would say you would find people who would cut your hair for less. But currently, where I get my hair cut is it costs me $45 for to get a haircut, a full haircut with your beard included and all, you know. And in US, tipping is also a custom, and so uh, that becomes that becomes usually I try to tip not less than $5, and so that is basically $50, you know. And coming from a country where you know it costs you 15 cedis to 20 cedis to get a haircut, you know. uh, Most Ghanaians who would watch this video would say, you're in the US, stop breaking it down, or stop converting the dollars into cedis. But you know, I feel it's just part of um, getting used to the environment and how things are done here and all of that. But just the with the haircut issue, I feel it's expensive, you know. And it's not just the haircut. And so for my hair being dyed, that is essentially the main reason why I have dyed my hair. I tried twisting it or doing dreads myself, and I might end up having dreads or twisting it. I haven't fully decided yet, but either I twist it a little bit and then it stays that way, or I dye it and then see how it goes, you know. um yeah, I feel like this dyed hair, I, good. I feel like this dyed hair is going to look a little clean compared to my black hair, and it being rough and all of that. With this dyed hair, even if it looks rough, like it covers it up a little bit, and so I feel I wouldn't really have to spend much or at all, spend anything at all trying to keep it, you know. I can leave it as it is. I can try to twist it even in addition. So we'll see. This is a part of figuring out what to do with my hair while in the States, you know. So yeah, yeah, cost of items in the US. And I feel the other thing is I feel $1, $2, $5, all the way to 8 sort of is useless here, you know. I feel like everything is being priced up to $10 upwards, and that is very interesting. If you go to Amazon and all of those apps where things are bought or purchased, and so it just makes me it just marvels me, and I think it's just interesting, you know. uh, um, the other thing is the cost of repairing items compared to getting a new one. That is crazy. What I do is I detail car, auto detail, and so that is what I do as a profession, you know. And just a couple of things to um, try to purchase to repair your car, you know, tend to be more expensive repairing it than getting a new one. And uh, it makes it not make sense. It makes it not make sense to me right now. I can't think of anything off of my head, but one thing that comes to mind when I think about cost of cost of repair cost of repair being more than purchasing a new item would be a chainsaw. A chainsaw's chain, the chain on the chainsaw, you know. I just found out where I live there is a couple, close to four, that don't work, and the one that does work recently, I used it and it wouldn't cut anything. And so coming from Ghana, where most of our items are repaired rather than just disposing them off and then getting a new one, I try to sharpen the blade. And interestingly, sharpening, taking it to a place to get it sharpened costs you, like, I found out, would cost you probably $20, whereas if you are purchasing a new one, it will cost you between $15 to $20 for the chainsaw's chain that goes on top of the chainsaw, you know. And that's crazy, like. And so it makes it worth it for Americans, I believe, too, throughout um, every single thing that doesn't function right, just the slightest of way, you know. And so I feel that has built the culture of like so much of items that really doesn't have to be thrown out, that has to actually be fixed, like it's thrown out and the new ones are gotten. And so I don't know about recycling and all of that, but I feel there's a lot that should be done around here, where uh, repairing of items, you know, should be. That's I feel that's how it's supposed to be. You know, the cost of repair of items is supposed to be like half the price to purchase a new one. You know, if it's going to cost you $50 to get a new chainsaw battery, the rechargeable ones, and you have one that is broken, and you need it fixed, it should cost you less, at least like $25, like half of that price. But I don't know. This is the Ghanaian in me talking, I guess, I would say. And so, yeah. Um, yeah. These are some of the interesting things I've observed since I got here. So we learn whilst we go, and yeah, observing and experiencing interesting things always. Yeah. Bye.